Hello and welcome to Steve's Backyard Bonsai. Today I'm going to be pruning up my Dwarf Shefflera. So before we get started, let's take a look at the Shefflera. It's got this big, thick aerial root here, one that hit the ground and looks like it's in a good location. And this was the supposed front of the tree, but I recall once it's pruned, sometimes this looks better because there's a big old wound right here. It's kind of ugly any way you look at it. So we're still deciding what to do in terms of a front. But let's dig into this. What I'm going to do is just, for the first go round here, is just take the larger, longer leaves off and then we'll reevaluate. I might get really short with this. It's growing very well here in the greenhouse. It's taking up a lot of room, but it is growing very well. So let's close in on it and get started pruning. And I'll talk through some of my reasons for doing what I'm doing. All right, let's start with this tallest one. And I may be taking the whole branch back, but we're going to start by just removing the long, older leaves. For those who haven't worked on this variety of plant before, once the leaf is gone, this will dry up, and in a few weeks you could probably just touch it and it will fall off. It's pretty interesting. All right, here's another long one coming from way down here. Here's a long one. Here's another long one. Another long one. This is a younger one, but it's long. Kind of goes outside the profile, so I'm taking those back first. And there are nice smaller leaves on the interior in places. I'd like to encourage that. You see how I'm finding them? They're sticking out of the profile. And as I go down, there'll be other ones that stick out of the profile that I wouldn't get on the first go around, but I'll get on the second. Here's a long one. All right, that was the first bite. Let's go a little deeper. All right, the first thing I see as an issue, and I am starting to look at this with the back as the front again. The first thing I see as an issue is this one right here. It still has some long leaves coming off of it, but it's too long altogether. So I'm going to take it off here. And I may have cut it off a little close to that leaf there, so I may lose that leaf. I think I'll just take it off to begin with. Let that die back. I've got a nice leaf going up, and I got one going out. Next thing that bothers me is this. I took off all of the new leaves except for this one at the end, but the whole thing's a little long. So I'm taking it off to there. With this as the front, I like all of these small leaves, but these long ones, we need to grow something back that's a little smaller. Yeah, taking this whole thing down to there. This is crossing over from the other side. It's coming from this lower branch. This lower branch isn't doing me any good. I'm going to take the whole thing off. I'm going to take this front leaf off, this leaf off. This one's very long. This one's out of the profile. This one crosses around. I don't want to do a full defoliation, but I do like seeing what the tree gives me when it gets some light. You can see this wound here. This would require some serious carving, and I don't know how well this tree would fare with some carving on it. A little crowded here. I can alleviate that by some selective branch removal. Looking from the new front. This is the rock that my grandnephew Ronan gave me, and I think it looks great on this planting. There was an aerial root growing over it, but it kind of fizzled. So there is a root now that went underneath it that looks healthy. I'll put that back where it was. This is now sticking out. Cut that back. Got some density here that I don't need. I've got this leaf shading out some leaves below it. This one's coming around from the other side. That's not good. That helped clear out a lot. I've got a leaf and another leaf here coming out. So that pretty much defoliated that branch. Almost. It's kind of a weird leaf coming from there. And one way at the bottom that doesn't look so good. It's kind of a little deformed leaf. But that aerial root's good. It's good. I wish I had some others. Now I want to clear out stuff that's blocking the trunks. You can't really see the trunks from this side, which I think is a good thing. Take this leaf off and the one behind it. This one from another main trunk. This one with some sun should straighten out. I like that. I don't think I like this. Here's an old looking leaf, but it's probably not that old. One on the interior here, and another. Got some crossing leaves here. I'll keep the outer one. Get rid of that inner one. I'm going to take this leaf off. This one back here. This little guy right there. This one going straight up in the back, I don't like. But if I get a leaf growing from here, it might go in the better direction. I'll take that off. This is crossing behind. Got a leaf from way over here going in through the planting. Let me take that out. All right, so I think I want to remove the part of this branch that's heading in toward the tree completely. And it does have a nice segment growing back here, which I've almost defoliated fully. I'm just going to remove some of the leaves from this branch, just because it's hitting this other branch, but I don't want to take it off completely. Or maybe I do. Yeah, I'm going to take it off completely. And this I'm taking off completely. All right, so what's going on here? Looks pretty awful. I think this whole segment coming from here, let me take away this so I can see better. Yeah, this whole thing right here. Does this have anything on it anymore? So do I want that branch at all? I am going to take this guy off. I got two parallel branches here. I have a choice here. Well, let me take this guy out. I have a choice here. I can grow this one and get rid of this upper one, which I think would balance better with this. So that's what I'm going to do. This is a big cut. And this tree has opened up quite a bit. So, what do I do about this in the front? I think I just have to get rid of the leaves that are crossing to the interior part of this. Clean up this stub here a little bit. Take this leaf off. Clean up this stub. Take this leaf, or maybe this whole branch thing off. You know what? I'm going to take this off. And likewise, I'm going to take this off. Take this leaf off. Maybe this whole little segment off. I'm going to take this back to that leaf. Actually, take that leaf off. Take a dried up aerial root off. I'm going to leave this aerial root on, but I've just decimated that branch. So I'll leave it for now. Okay, this was the front. Take this off because it's dying back. And this is coming off. All right, I think that's it on my Dwarf Shefflera. Let's give it a spin around. Zoom up on it a little better. I think one more leaf has to come off here. Which one? This one. And maybe this whole extension here. I thought I was done. I think I'm done now. All right, so this is my Dwarf Shefflera from the new front. To the right side. To the old front, now the back. To the left side. And back to the front. Thank you for keeping me company in my backyard.